season is kicking off across Chicagoland and northern Indiana as well. And the Better Business Bureau, they're warning about sending out a warning about homecoming related scams. We know families are all struggling and trying to save a dollar here or there. We're now joined by Steve Burners, the president and CEO of the BBB. He's going to join us now with what families need to know. Thanks so much, and good to talk to you again, Steve. Steve, are you on mute? Let's see.
I I
No,
can hear you.
now I got you. Now I got you. Okay, couldn't hear you there at first. So, Steve, I want to start with why exactly does homecoming season, in particular, create a perfect opportunity for scammers?
Well, it happens all the time. It's a perennial problem. I've been doing this for 38 years, and it seems to be that, especially after the pandemic era, more and more people are online, and therefore the scammers are now online. This is a perfect opportunity for scammers to create these fake websites. We're seeing that already at the Better Business Bureau. And it happened last year as well, and the year before that. So these are websites, the bad scammers that are trying to take advantage of the situation. And especially because students always wait to the last minute, and sometimes parents do as well. I remember those days, unfortunately. It went by fast, but we wait to the last minute, and the scammers take advantage of the situation.
And Steve, you mentioned limo scams in particular. What are some of the red flags that families should be looking for when they're looking to book transportation for their teenagers for homecoming?
The key is a reliable business, so make sure you do the research on the entity itself. A lot of people call themselves limo companies when they're not licensed as chauffeurs. So you got to make sure that they are licensed and make sure they are registered as well with the city and or the state that they're operating out of. I think a lot of times people just put online put a pretty picture of a car or a vehicle and they say that they're a limo service. You want to make sure that they're licensed and regulated and doing the research, just like any other business. You have to do your due diligence and research on businesses, especially now the digital world, because AI is taking over a lot of the things, and people can create fake products with AI, fake advertisements, things of that nature. So we want you to make sure you're doing a business with a reliable organization that you know and trust.
And on the fashion side of things, we know that everybody wants to have the latest and greatest and maybe save a couple of dollars while doing so. What are some of the things that parents and students can be looking out for when they're trying to tell the difference between a legitimate retailer or maybe a fraudulent site that they saw on their Instagram feed?
So what happens usually on the Instagram feeds or the Facebook marketplaces or Facebook itself, you get these pop-up ads. And therefore, you're not able to do any due diligence or checking on them because it's an ad that appeared. And guess what? It's an item that you looked at probably a couple hours before. These marketers follow you around. They know what you're looking at, and then they offer you this great product and or service. So last year we saw a lot of problem with fake dresses. A lot of young ladies look online for inexpensive way to get a dress and end up with organizations that some were tied to China and were getting some got dresses that weren't the right size or color and some didn't get anything at all. So it's important to do the research on the organization. When you're looking at an ad that appears on your screen and it asks you to click here, there's no way of checking on them. So we want you to be very careful of those particular ads because you don't know anything about them. It's important to do the research. Even if somebody's coming to your house, you still got to do research on them. And they just want you to click that button and give them your credit card number. And sometimes that's all the scammer wants is your credit card number, and they don't even want anything else. They'll tell you they're going to send something when actually they just wanted your credit card number.
What if families maybe decide, maybe, okay, I'm not going to buy the dress or the suit? Uh, what if they try to go maybe the rental route? What are some of the fine prints that families should be looking out for if their teens maybe drive and they want to rent them a car or rent them a suit or a dress?
It's important to know if you are renting something, there's usually limitations and exclusions apply pretty heavily. What I mean by that, there's age restrictions on vehicles, and if you're renting a tux or things of that nature, there are limitations or exclusions or policies you must adhere to. And I think a lot of times people read this the big print, and they forget about the little print that taketh away. So you got to make sure you're doing all your due diligence and making certain of the age requirements that are required to rent something. But we see this time and time again when they try to rent vehicles or rent tuxes. And sometimes you have, even fake businesses online saying that they're a rental organization when they're not. With the use of AI, they can create an ad, they can create a website pretty easily. It's important to determine the track record of the particular organization. You got to find out some information about them online, and sometimes no information is a sign in itself that they may not be a legitimate business or have no track record. Again, there's a lot of great businesses out there. Unfortunately, the scam artists and the bad businesses always infiltrate and take advantage of consumers and students.
And Steve, we've gone over some of the tips to not get scammed. Let's say a family is beyond that point. They've tried to rent the limo and the limo never shows up. Or they order the dress online and it's not what they thought that they were getting. What steps should they take then?
Well, first and foremost is contact your credit card company. Hopefully use your credit card on all transactions, online, offline, even over a debit card. You have your best protection on that front. Secondly is complain to the Better Business Bureau. We have a complaint mechanism that can help you resolve these issues. And then we also have a scam tracker. So if you see a scam and you think nobody will fall for it, let us know about this scam because somebody will. But again, the squeaky wheel always gets the oil. Make sure you complain. Studies have been done in the past where 9 out of 10 consumers have a valid complaint, don't come forward. And this is how these bad businesses and scammers continue to proliferate in today's society is as people that don't reach out and complain. So please let us know, let your credit card company know, and make sure you document everything so when the time comes to review the matter, either with the Better Business Bureau, or if you should happen to file a small claims court, you need the information of the itinerary, what happened, and who you talked to, and what the results were.
One of your tips, Steve, said don't wait until the last minute because families become desperate and you're more likely to fall for a scam. So, what should this timeline look like if a family is trying to plan, maybe not even just homecoming, but looking forward to graduation or other big events? How many weeks or months in advance should they be making these plans so that they don't fall into a trap and end up getting scammed at the last minute?
This happens all the time. Again, I mentioned I've been doing this for 38 years. Everybody waits to the last minute. There's no reason to wait to the last minute. You know when graduation day is. You know when prom days are. Depending on when you call, is as soon as possible, because people take reservations years in advance on most things. But you have to do the homework on companies. Like you said, so many consumers, students, parents will go online a couple of weeks before when everybody else may be out of stock on something or out of dresses or out of styles, and then you just try to find something, anything you can find, and that's where the scammers are lurking in the weeds. So please do it often, do it early. It includes anything that you're doing for next summer. You can do things in advance. Always consumers get into trouble when they wait to the last minute on everything because the good businesses are usually taken. Have already enough orders and things of that nature, or rooms are reserved, or whatever it may be. There's fake hotel websites out there. You think you're dealing with a well-known chain, and it's a scammer that makes it look like they're a hotel. And there's Airbnb type scams where they say they're Airbnb and they're not. So you got to make sure you're dealing with the authentic, reliable organization that you know and trust. Go to the website directly of those companies. Don't follow the links because everybody follows the links. That's when you get into trouble because you're clicking on a link and you don't know where it's going. I'd rather you put in the keywords or put in the information in Google to get to those websites.
All right, Steve Burness with the Better Business Bureau. Thank you so much for your time.